Now see if you can spot this one. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-be-do-do. Do-be-do-do. That's my imitation of Eric Clapton on the MTV Unplugged sessions. His performance of Layla. You got me on my knees, Layla. Yeah. Anyway. Hey, folks. Welcome back to another exciting, thrilling, bone-chilling, thrilling, trilling episode of Comedy Therapy with Christian. The show where I try and help you with your problems because nobody will give me a license otherwise. How you doing? Huh? How you doing? You doing all right? You doing good? Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Doing all right, you know? It's winter. It's a little fucking cold, but it's a little cold, but I can't do nothing about that, no. I just changed accents halfway through that. Well, today's what? I don't even know what day it is. Well, I'm recording all these a day late this week just to keep track of myself. But today's Friday the 24th. So sorry for all of you that have just been begging and pleading for another episode, as I know all of you have. But here I am. I'm back. Today it's just me. It's just me. I know we've been keeping a steady stream of guests the past couple of weeks, but now it's back to me just today. Got a few more people who are interested in coming on the show, and I'd always love to have more people on the show. So please, if you want to be on, let me know. I think there's a call-in feature on this program that I use, which would be pretty cool. Get people calling me from their car. Hey, Christian, what do you want to do later? You know? Because people call me and ask me what I want to do. No, I don't have friends. That's why I have this podcast. It's been an interesting week. My roommate Nick has been away in Florida on business, on work. It's real hard going down to Florida wearing your fucking shorts. But that's the end of it. He's coming back Friday. I'm going to pick him up from the airport because I'm a good friend. I don't have a job. I got nothing else to do. But we got the March for Life going on downtown. I've gone to that a couple times. I didn't go this year. I'm not a big crowd guy. I stand for my beliefs, but I won't address them now. I think I'll be in the clear, though, when I go to pick him up from the airport. I'm just worried about traffic and road closures and such. But it's been a good week. It's been a good week. Got to catch up with some people. Started this new mashed potato recipe. I never made legit mashed potatoes until this week. And let me tell you something. I did them pretty fucking good. All right? No more Hungry Jack in this house. No. No more potato flakes that I can overload with salt. No. Now, this time I bought actual potatoes from the supermarket. And I mashed them. Did my thing. Added some Parmesan in there, within the mash. Also cream cheese, also butter, also milk. And it comes out as just one unhealthy slop of mashed potatoes. Boy. But they were good. I cooked some steaks this week, too. Chicken cutlets. It's been a great week. It's been real good. Things are working in the pipeline for finding a job. I'll keep you guys updated on that, even though you don't give a shit. The Mets announced their new manager, Luis Rojas. Now, I know not all of you may be Mets fans. I've been considering doing a separate, like completely separate Mets podcast with my Mets buddies, because I think it'd be fun. Nate, who was on last week, and then, or this week rather, and then Brian, who was on last week. They're my two best Met friends. So I'm thinking we could do like, you know, Met fans in D.C. or some stupid shit like that and just talk about the Mets. Because there's always a lot to talk about. But they have a new manager, Luis Rojas. Once again, a guy who never managed a single major league game. So our ass is right back in the jackpot. But that's okay. That's okay. Don't worry. I know you want somebody internal. You want Showalter? Nah. You want Baker? Nah. Even bring back TC? Good old Terry Collins, who works in the front office? Nah. We're going to get Luis Rojas. He's 38 years old. That's young for a manager. Very young. I believe that's how old Beltran is, too. Like when they hurt. No, Beltran might be 42. But, you know, the Mets get fucking punished for things they didn't even do because that's the way of the Mets. Never cease to amaze me. Anyway, I don't want to talk about the Mets on here because not everybody's a Mets fan. Because some people have smarts. And they choose other teams. So, yeah, I mean, so it's been a good week. Tried a new cereal this week. Eggo waffle cereal. Interesting. I liked Waffle Crisp growing up. It's a great crisp. And I was a big fan. And then I brought these Eggos home, and the woman in Giant was like talking to me about it. She's like, oh, these are, I heard a lot of people like these. And I'm like, okay, all right. We'll just see about that. And I finished the box in like a day. Don't ask me how. You're like, what, Christian? I thought you only ate cereal for breakfast. You'd be wrong. No, I do only eat cereal for breakfast. Maybe that was a lie. I think I finished it in 2 days because I had like I can do 2 bowls of cereal in one sitting. It's fine. Okay, I work out. I work it off. Whatever. Leave me alone.
Well, you know, that's not really good for you to eat like that. There's nothing funny about that.
I don't care. I really don't. Oh, God. I'm so full of shit. A little quiet here in D.C. No political upheavals or anything like that. Even though we don't talk about politics on this show, Shindig show. So I've been liking how this podcast has been going, just to like check in on everybody. I've been liking how this is going. I get honestly really good reviews from people, which I am so thankful for. Friends, you know, people I haven't heard from in years, and that's great. And that is so awesome, and I'm going to stick to it. And, you know, even if I got to go through certain rough patches with listenership at some point, which is not really an issue right now, but inevitably it probably will be someday, I'll just have to deal with it, and I'll just fight through it, because the biggest things with these shows is consistency. Now, I know some of you might be saying, well,
Christian, you speak of consistency, but you usually do your shows on Tuesday and Thursday, and then this week you're only doing it on Wednesday and Friday, so what the fuck is going on?
All right, I'm going to hurt myself pinching my nose. But yeah, consistency. Just as long as I'm putting these shows out every week and I consistently keep doing this, everything will be fine. And if it's not, all right, well, I get to talk to myself for a little while. Exercise some, I can't think of the word. Oh, I miss baseball. I really miss baseball. I love to just have a fucking game on in the background. It is so great to have a game on in the background, just as I'm cleaning or cooking or whatever the hell. I love having a baseball game on in the background. I don't care what time of year it is. It could be the first week of the season. It could be the last week of the season. I don't care. I love baseball. And baseball loves me. No, that's untrue. Oh, God. So what? All these people now complaining about everything under the sun. I don't care. I don't really care about your complaints. Life is hard. Life is fucking shitty. Get over it. Happy thoughts. Just think happy thoughts. Don't give us all your negative shit and put it onto us. You're spreading negativity. I don't even know what I'm talking about, but here we go. I just totally zoned out for a second there. I'm seeing Juju tonight. Friend of mine. She was on here. I think like the fourth or fifth episode of the show. So that's great. I'm really excited to see her. She just started a new job. God, I can't. Let me tell you something. All right. It's going to sound like first world problems, but I'm just so sick of going to the grocery store. And I have no idea how my 89-year-old grandfather still goes to the grocery store. But I can't do it. I'm there once, twice a week. It's so fucking annoying. Because I can't buy a lot of things at once because then they go bad. Because then I won't get to it quick enough. So I have to buy in small portions and keep going back. That's how they get you. They get you with the perishables. They get you with the perishables. And then I gotta go and get more cold cuts and all this shit. And like, you see the same woman behind the counter all the time. And she's like, "What do you want?" I'm like, "You know what I want? I get the same stuff every time. Leave me alone." I think I just need like a week on top of a mountain, away from people and away from the just hatred in this world and the annoyances of this world. I just need to go do like a silent retreat for like a week. And I'll truly out in the wild, and I'll fight bears and you know, like Leo DiCaprio and The Revenant, and I'll, you know, eat fish and slowly watch my sanity slip away. But when I come back, I'll learn to appreciate things. So that's an idea. For those of you going, "Oh my God, you shouldn't do that. That's not safe." I'm not actually going to do it, okay? You have to realize when I say I'm going to do things, they usually don't happen. That's why I'm shocked this podcast happened. Because I said, "I'm going to start a podcast." And I'm like, "No, you're not." And then look at us now. We're on episode 19. Next week will be episode number 20. Which is crazy. Crazy. But I'm excited. I'm excited to keep this train moving. I didn't even tell you guys about my gig last weekend. It was a great gig. Positanos in Bethesda. Really funny comics that were there. And then they gave me and one other new guy about 3 minutes. And it was fun. I had a lot of fun. I thought I did okay. It was definitely not my best set. Definitely not my worst set. I got consistent laughs throughout the crowd, and it's good. Once you get those laughs, it's that fucking rush you get. So I'm really happy with how it went. I had a lot of friends come out and support, which is great. They didn't have to do that, but I was ever so thankful, and I mean that in the most sincere of ways. So if you listen to this and you came to the show, thank you. Thanks for coming. If you didn't, fuck off. No, I'm kidding. I understand some people can't make it. And I was doing 3 minutes, so I'm like, honestly, If I had the choice, I'd have nobody come. But it's the life when you're living in the limelight. How about Neil Peart? Huh? That was sad. The drummer for Rush, he died. He was in his 60s, I think. He had, I think they said he had brain cancer for like 3 years or something. I was, I'm not the biggest Rush guy in the world. I know the hits. I'm a very casual Rush fan. I like Limelight, Tom Sawyer, the obvious ones, Spirit of the Radio, or The Spirit, or Spirit. Is it The Spirit of Radio or Spirit of the Radio? One of those. I like those. They do a really cool cover of The Seeker by The Who. I don't know why I chose that one, but I kind of really like their cover. But I was a casual fan. I always knew the drumming was great. But after he died, I guess it was a week or two ago now? Yeah, I think. Probably 2 weeks ago. Or since they announced it, at least. That since all these pictures start floating around on the internet, and I'm seeing the sets this guy was using, and my God, his drum kit's got like 30,000 drums on them. That's crazy. I've yet to watch videos of him performing live, but I'm gonna look at it because drumming always fascinates me. I used to want to be a drummer when I was little because I just used to like to hit things. Now I recognize in my semi-conscious state that I'm in my early 20s, I recognize that was stupid because I am one of the most uncoordinated people on the planet. And what do you need to play any instrument is coordination. But above anything else, any other instrument, drumming requires the most coordination. You got to keep a beat, you got to keep a rhythm, and hit all your notes. And throw fills in there. Drumming is hard. And I really grown to appreciate how good of shape drummers must be in. The drummer for, what's that band? Def Leppard. What's that drummer's name? The guy, if you haven't heard of Def Leppard, first of all, go listen to Def Leppard. They got the good songs like Pour Some Sugar on Me, Foolin', what else you got? They're going on tour with Motley Crue, Hysteria, Armageddon It, Animal, Rocket. They got so many hits. But the drummer, who the hell's the drummer? I believe it's Rick Savage. No, he's the bass player. No. Rick Allen. That's what it is. I knew it was Rick Allen. Ooh, my ear is ringing. Somebody is not talking good about me. That makes me nervous. Rick Allen has one arm. He had his left arm amputated, I'm reading off his Wikipedia page, in 1984 and continued to play with the band, which subsequently went on to its most commercially successful phase, which is wild. I want to read about the accident. On the afternoon of December 31st, 1984, Allen was involved in a car accident with his then-girlfriend Miriam Barrettson on the A57 road in the countryside a few miles west of Sheffield. I suppose that's over in England. While trying to pass another car at a high speed, he lost control of his Corvette C4, that's a cool car, which hit a dry stone wall and entered a field. He was thrown from the car because his safety belt had been improperly fastened, causing his left arm to be severed. His girlfriend suffered head, neck, and spine injuries from severe whiplash. Doctors initially reattached his arm, but because of an infection, it had to be re-amputated. Oh. And his right shoulder was also severely broken in the accident. Wow. He That's crazy. So his kit, here, they have it right here. Alan has used custom manufactured cable routing by Roland. He uses 4 electronic pedals for his left foot to play the pieces that he used to play with his left arm. That is so hard. I can't even imagine transferring that knowledge from your left hand to your left foot. You just start kicking. Like, I don't know how long that took him to get used to that. Maybe if it's just like a drummer thing and it's just those beats are just within you or whatever. But this was always fascinating to me. And I never knew he had one arm until I saw Def Leppard for the first time, 4 years ago in 2016. And it was at Jones Beach, Long Island. Horrible venue to see a show. The sound is just awful. It's cool. It's a really cool venue. It's right on the water. You get a nice night. You go down there. It's great. But I was there with my buddy Joey, and who I will try and get on this podcast somehow. He lives in New York, but I'm going to try and get him on here. So I went to the show, and who opened for Def Leppard? Oh, 2 bands. Tesla, which, we did not like Tesla. They're a weird group. Just like, sunshine everywhere, sunshine, that song. Then REO Speedwagon. REO Speedwagon's great. I recommend if you ever get the chance to see them, because they're actually really good. I liked a few of their songs, but then I really appreciated them after I saw them. Then Def Leppard comes out. They're the headliners. And I'm looking at the drummer, and I go, he's only swinging one arm. What the fuck is going on here? And I turn to Joey. I go, is he missing an arm? He goes, yeah, you didn't know that? I'm like, no. I'm like, I thought maybe it just fell off backstage or something. I don't know why he's out here with one arm. But wow. I mean, all joking aside, that is some serious, serious business. You got to be really committed to what you're doing to continue drumming something so reliant on using 1 foot and 2 hands, to go from that to using 2 feet and 1 hand. That's just wild to me. I don't know how that works, like with nerves. Does he not feel like he needs to use like an arm because the nerves just aren't there anymore? Or I have no idea. That's fascinating. I just want to talk to that guy. Just talk to him. You know, how the hell does he do that? He's known as the Thunder God by fans.
Excuse me.
What? He created the One Hand Drum Company. The primary focus is promoting Stick Rick, a drawing by Rick of a one-armed drummer that he sometimes uses with his autograph. It sells T-shirts, hats, other items with the Stick Rick drawing, along with a "Life is Great, Be a Rock Star" slogan. Proceeds from the One Hand Drum Company go to support the Raven Drum Foundation charity, which is his charity. Interesting. This is well, and then of course, every time you start admiring somebody for their commitment, you start scrolling down, and then you get to the personal life section. This is where all the shit is. I mean, Alan was married to his former wife, Stacy, from 1991 to 2000. They had a daughter in 97. So that kid's my age. In 95, Alan was arrested for spousal abuse. Pleaded guilty. Wow. He pleaded guilty to the charge and was sentenced on August 6, 1996 to attend Alcoholics Anonymous meetings, sought counseling, and served 30 days community service on a graffiti removal work crew. Wow. Just when you think Just when you start admiring people, what they do. What is this fucking thing doing? Verifying file. I don't need a file to be verified. But yeah, I mean, I admire his drumming. That's an interesting thing. When you could admire so many artists, actors, directors, comedians, musicians, whatever the case may be. You can admire them so much, and then you find out these horrible, sometimes, not all the time, sometimes these horrible things that they've done in their personal life. And sometimes I'm really good at separating what that person has done from their art form. Because you got to appreciate the art for what it is. Not, you don't have to appreciate the person and everything they've done, but you can still appreciate the art form. My thing is, there are some people who just, they can't listen to Billy Joel because they can't stand the kind of person he is. And I'm like, well, you're you're really missing out on some great music. Me, there's only one situation where that gets in the way for me. Where my own personal thoughts on somebody. This isn't even somebody who did anything bad, by the way. And that's U2. Not the whole band, but Bono. See if he's done any shit in his life. Bet he has. Fucking dig it up. I can't stand him, and I can't listen to his music. He's just, oh my God, I can't stand him. I don't know why. I just can't. I never understood the music. I like a few of the songs, a very few, like Where the Streets Have No Name, or With or Without You, or Desire. That's it. Let's see. Personal life. Here we go. He's an activist. Fucking course. Due to his largely Christian beliefs. He seems like a pretty good guy, actually. Well, I kind of thought I'd find something, but I didn't. Guess I'm the asshole. Thought I was going to dig up dirt on him. Let's see. Has Bono done anything bad? I know he fucking phoned in to Freddie Mercury's tribute concert. I didn't like that. Why do the Irish hate U2? They're bigger than Guinness and George Bernard Shaw. So why are Bono and company so unloved in their home country? There's no major mural solely dedicated to the group. You might, though, catch some graffiti scrawled on concrete walls and darkened doorways opining in classically Irish slang that Bono is a pox. Okay. They have their hometown fans. To huge sections of the Irish population, Bono is about as welcome as cold sores and spam email. What did he do? I just scrolled down a little bit. In other words, the nation's dislike of U2 is classic Irish begrudgery, the phenomenon that Irish people are predisposed to feel envy and resentment towards those who achieve a certain level of success. Okay, I guess that's an Irish thing. The idea of Irish begrudgery is difficult to gauge. Liam Neeson, Saoirse Ronan, and Conor McGregor enjoy all the glitzy spoils of being famous, but have escaped the same backlash. In rock history, artists such as Thin Lizzy and Rory Gallagher are widely beloved among their countrymen. Statue of Lizzy frontman Phil Lynott stands on Dublin's Harry Street, and there's sculptures and plaques dedicated to Gallagher. They had opposition. Bono and his band had opposition to NORAID, which was an organization that funded the IRA during the Troubles. Okay. Wait. Inside philanthropy. He did something. While Bono is a leading voice for the world's poor, get out of here, fucking ads. No, I want to subscribe. No, let me read about how Bono fucked up. Can't stand him. Inside Bono's boundless hypocrisy. Is it so bad that Bono does good? I don't want to read this whole article, but maybe I'll read it later just because I can't fucking stand him. I can't listen to his music, except like that Rattle and Hum record with Desire. Desire. That's fine. I'm cool with that. It's a great song. But there's really nobody else that, like, I can't look at that. Like, even Tom Cruise, with all the Scientology shit, as fucked up as that is, I still love going to the movies and watching a Tom Cruise movie. You can't dislike watching a Tom Cruise movie. I mean, unless it's bad, of course, but, like, I'm a sucker for a good Mission Impossible movie. I can watch A Few Good Men any day of the week, which I think personally is his best movie. Like, you can't deny it. Travolta, a little different. I know he's a Scientologist. I just think he's a bad actor. I never liked him, ever. I think he's fucking weird in Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction was never a movie I liked. Him fucking dancing with Uma, like, I never understood that. Like, what's the fucking point? That these two are just weirdos and they're gonna spin their toenails around? Go home and OD on some fucking drug? Oh. I can't believe that. I can't. Yeah, I was never a Travolta fan. He shows up. He's trying to play John fucking Gotti. Get out of here. You fucking wimp. Some wimp bastard. Okay, maybe he's not a wimp bastard, but I just don't like John Travolta. Let's see what John Travolta's done. Has he fucked up? I know you have. Because you're a fucking Scientologist. I mean, say what you want. Tom Cruise, yeah, he's a Scientologist. I mean, he let it fuck up like 8 of his marriages, but that's, yeah, and he just goes on shows and just starts doing the Pulp Fiction dance. Get over yourself, buddy. Your face looks like a fucking mannequin. Get over yourself. 65 years old, 6'2" from Englewood, New Jersey. Go fuck yourself. Let's see. Personal life. Thriving cult of greed and power. Oh, here's some dirt. I mean, it's not really dirt, but in May 1991, Time magazine published a cover story titled "The Thriving Cult of Greed and Power." In the article, former Church of Scientology executive director William Franks alleged that Travolta was wary of leaving the faith because he feared the church would publish detailed revelations of his private life to include homosexual behavior. Okay. He endorsed Hillary Clinton. How'd that work out for you, buddy? This I feel bad for. His son died. That's terrible. I don't wish that on anybody. I may not like John Travolta, but that should never happen to anybody. Nobody should lose a son. So I'm sorry that happened. Really, no, sincerely, like I'm not joking about that. Because it's not funny at all. Pilot. He's a private pilot. He owns 4 aircrafts. Done with it. Oh, sexual assault allegations. What'd you do? In May 2012, an anonymous masseur, what the hell is that? Is that like a masseuse? Filed a lawsuit against Travolta citing claims of sexual assault and battery. Lawyer for Travolta said the allegations were complete fiction and fabrication. Travolta's counsel also stated that his client would be able to prove that he was not in California on the day in question and asserted that Travolta would sue the attorney and plaintiff for malicious prosecution after getting the case thrown out. Second masseur later joined the lawsuit making similar claims. Both lawsuits were subsequently dropped by the complaints and dismissed without prejudice. Then it happened again. That's the problem. Old Johnny cheats. Tell me more, tell me more. Yeah, get over fucking Grease, man. I'm sorry. Where discography? What, he sings? Whatever. All right, coming up on the end here. Try and leave this on a good note, if that's possible. Good thoughts really don't come to me. Why won't my this fucking stand for this mic is like the jaws of life. Anyway, folks, I hope you had a good time listening to me ramble. This mic smells really weird. Sound like a dog. Oh, I've lost it totally. Any filter there once was, gone. Gone. All right. I hope you all have a great weekend, and enjoy your days. Have a blast. Have a ball. And I'll talk to you on Tuesday, guys. Have a good one.